Will it start? Yes, absolutely. The starter motor, powered by the battery, does not care if the engine is full of oil or bone dry. When you turn the key, the starter will engage the flywheel, the pistons will pump, the spark plugs will fire, and the fuel will detonate. The engine will roar to life. However, this is not a victory. It is a mechanical death sentence. Starting an engine without oil is like forcing a marathon runner to sprint with no cartilage in their knees. It will run, but the countdown to catastrophic failure begins the exact millisecond the first spark plug fires.
To understand the destruction, you must first understand what motor oil actually does. It is a multitasking marvel of chemical engineering that performs three vital roles. 1. Hydrodynamic lubrication. Inside your engine, metal parts don't actually touch. They ride on a microscopic, highly pressurized wave of oil, a phenomenon known as a hydrodynamic fluid film. This film supports thousands of pounds of explosive force. 2. Thermal dissipation, cooling. Up to 40% of an engine's cooling is done by motor oil. It absorbs the massive heat generated by the pistons and crankshaft, carrying it away to the oil pan. 3. Cleaning. Oil sweeps away microscopic metal shavings and carbon buildup, suspending them until they are trapped by the oil filter. When oil is absent, without oil, that microscopic fluid film vanishes. We instantly move from hydrodynamic lubrication to dry boundary friction. Bare steel rubs against bare steel, aluminum against aluminum. The coefficient of friction skyrockets. Instead of gliding, the metal surfaces aggressively tear at one another at thousands of revolutions per minute, generating uncontrollable, exponential heat. When an engine runs dry, destruction is not instantaneous. It is a brutal, cascading failure. Here is the second-by-second anatomy of the engine's final moments. 0 to 10 seconds. The sound of starvation. The engine fires up. Instantly, a harsh, metallic clattering echoes from beneath the hood. The hydraulic lifters, which rely on pressurized oil to maintain valve clearance, collapse, causing a loud ticking or tapping noise. Deep inside the block, the soft, sacrificial Babbitt metal lining the engine bearings begins to smear like warm butter under the immense friction of the spinning crankshaft.
Friction rapidly breeds heat. Without oil to carry that heat away, internal temperatures spike hundreds of degrees past safe operating limits. Thermal expansion takes over. Metal expands when heated. The pistons, made of aluminum alloy, heat up and expand much faster than the cast iron or steel cylinder walls surrounding them. The microscopic clearances engineered into the engine vanish. The engine begins to screech and groan as it literally chokes on its own swelling components. The rod bearings have now completely melted and fused to the crankshaft. Ripped from their housing, they spin violently, causing a deafening, deep, metallic knocking sound. The rings weld. The piston rings, starved of splash lubrication and superheated, undergo friction welding. The metal gets so hot it turns molten on a microscopic level, literally welding the piston to the cylinder wall. The climax. The crankshaft is still trying to turn the now welded piston. Something has to give. The connecting rod, a thick beam of forged steel, bends, stretches, and snaps in half. The broken, jagged rod flails around at high speed, violently punching a hole straight through the side of the engine block. Oil, coolant, and shrapnel spill onto the pavement. The engine violently stops. It is dead. Not all parts fail at the same time. The hierarchy of destruction usually follows this path. Connecting rod bearings. These are under the highest load, bearing the direct explosive force of the combustion chamber. They rely entirely on a pressurized oil film. Without it, they are the first to melt and fail. Camshaft journals. Located at the very top of the engine, the camshaft is the furthest point from the oil pump. In a starvation event, the cylinder head goes dry almost instantly, heavily scoring the camshaft. Pistons and cylinder walls. Relying on oil splashed up from the bottom of the engine, the pistons rapidly overheat and expand, scoring the cylinder walls beyond repair.
When an engine suffers a seizure, it means internal components have physically welded themselves together due to immense heat and friction. When an engine throws a rod, it has literally blown a hole in its own casing. The financial reality. At this stage, you cannot simply top off the oil and try again. Pouring fresh oil into a seized engine is like giving a blood transfusion to a corpse. The internal geometry is permanently destroyed. The engine cannot be repaired. It must be completely replaced or subjected to a deeply expensive total rebuild. For the everyday driver, a catastrophic oil starvation failure means a repair bill ranging anywhere from $4,000 to $12,000 plus, frequently totaling the entire economic value of the vehicle. Do not ignore your dashboard warnings. Low oil level, usually a yellow, amber light, or dipstick check. This means your engine's oil reservoir is running low. You still have oil circulating, but you need to add more soon. It is a warning to act before things get worse. Low oil pressure, the red genie lamp light. This is an emergency. This light means the oil pump is sucking air, or the pressure has dropped to near zero. Your engine is actively destroying itself. You do not have until the next exit. You do not have until you get home. You have seconds. You do not need to be a master mechanic to keep an engine alive indefinitely. You just need to follow these actionable rules. Monitor the dipstick. Don't rely solely on dashboard sensors. Pull the dipstick every 2 to 3 fuel fill-ups. Wipe it, dip it, and ensure the oil level is between the 2 indicator dots. Spot leaks early. Get in the habit of glancing under your car as you walk up to it. If you see fresh, dark puddles on your driveway, your engine is bleeding. Have it inspected immediately. Listen to your engine. Engines communicate through sound. If your car suddenly sounds like a sewing machine, or you hear a pronounced ticking that speeds up when you press the gas pedal, check your oil immediately. The golden rule of the red light. If the red oil pressure light illuminates while driving, put the car in neutral, pull over safely to the shoulder, and shut the engine off immediately. Call a tow truck. A $150 tow bill is vastly cheaper than an $8,000 engine replacement.